Welcome back to the greatest reaction channel in the entire universe. It's your favorite host, the one and only Diamond Don Juan. And with me today, I got a special guest. You want to introduce yourself?
I am Silver.
Yes, this Silver is none other than my son, my teenage son. Recently, he's been getting into a lot of rock music. And honestly, it's music that's like from my era when I was like in my 20s, even a lot of music actually from when I was like younger and, you know, more like your age, you've been getting into. Now, I have to be completely honest. At that time in my life, I've said this before, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself. But if you're new, then it's worth explaining that, you know, a lot of this music, even though it came out when I was like younger and it was very popular, I didn't really get into it at that time. I was like super into hip hop music. I was actually, you know, making music of my own. I had a rap group that I was in. We released a couple albums. I think this song came out around when I released my second album. And I was like doing shows, doing hip hop battles, just fully immersed in the hip hop world. And honestly, I thought this music was kind of like, I guess it just wasn't for me. Let me just say that. I was just like, no, I'm strictly hip hop. That's all I listen to. You know, and I had little dabblings. I might listen to some Jimi Hendrix or, you know, some older, you know, music, maybe some Bob Marley. But for the most part, I was just locked in on listening to hip hop. And I kind of put this in a box of like not my style of music. So I thought it'd be fun to revisit this song. I do know this song, you know, I've heard it, but if I'm being completely honest, I have never like taken this song and like put it on and just said, hey, like I never bought any of their Linkin Park's albums. I never really played them on my own time. I had friends that loved them and listened to them, but it really wasn't like my jam, if you will. But you've been getting into it recently.
I have.
How'd that get started?
Oh, I guess just expanding my horizon.
Gotcha. Did you hear it like on maybe like a TV show, or was there like a YouTuber or something that listened to this music maybe that kind of like inspired you, or was it just kind of, you know, dabbling through the Spotify playlist?
I think it was more the Trend Twins.
Okay.
They helped me out with my little...
Awesome. Well, hey, we've had a, you know, long intro. We're already a couple minutes in. So this song by Linkin Park, you actually said that you'd never heard it, right? Numb?
No.
So this is one of their biggest, if not like their like biggest song as far as like mass appeal. So I'm interested to see what your take is. Also, like you really don't know much about their story or like their history. Okay. So yeah, so we're going to dive in. We're going to learn together. We're going to explore some music that I kind of just glossed over. And I'm going to introduce my son to a song from Linkin Park that he's never heard. This is going to be a fun ride. Here we go.
So faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, put under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. I've become so numb, I can't feel you. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Can't you see that you're smothering me, holding too tightly, afraid?
What first impressions?
I like it. I like the remedy of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the rhythm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think the song's about? Are you listening to the lyrics? Are you able to pick up on it?
Yeah, I feel like it's about a girl.
Okay. For some reason, I was getting like parent vibes, like a parent that's smothering you, because it said something about like being in their shadow and like you're smothering me. And like every day I want to be, what does he say? More like me and be less like you. So I was getting vibes of like an overbearing parent, like a dad that's trying to push his son to get into jiu-jitsu. Come on, man. You got to live my dreams. I got to live vicariously through you. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm getting like a smothering parent vibes from the song a little bit.
That makes sense.
But I can see that, you know, being that. And, you know, again, that's what's interesting about doing this channel and doing a lot of these reactions is that even though I've heard these songs before, I'm going to be completely honest. This was my thing. Because it was like a blend of rap and rock, I kind of hated on it because when it came out, I was such a hip hop like purist that even like certain hip hop artists was like, oh, that's fake hip hop. They're not a real hip hop. They're not a real MC. Cause I was all about lyrics and like, you know, lyrical delivery. And so when I saw like rock artists not trying, but blending like the hip hop, I was like, man, just don't touch it. That's not for you. You know what I mean? Like there's real hip hop. That's not real hip hop. Why are you even touching it? So a lot of this, I kind of just shut off, but I'm really enjoying the song. And I'm like catching this meaning of it being, for me, it's like about a smothering parent potentially. But yeah, the song is a banger musically, but the songwriting and the lyrics, I just wanted to touch on them because I think there was some parts of that I might have missed in the past. Did you notice all the like scars on her arm?
Yeah.
Like, you know about that? Like cutters? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah. That's like, there is people that would like cut themselves and like, I don't know. I have never like, I wouldn't say, I've never understood that, but it's like a way of like, I think people that are struggling with like mental stuff that will use it as like a coping mechanism in some way. I don't want to, you know, put anybody down in some strange way, but it's like something I think that specifically in my generation as well, there was like, I think we all kind of knew a girl that was like a cutter that would do that. And sometimes they would do it in places where you couldn't see it, but I just caught that like on her arm. It looked like she had scars from doing that. I want to hear that again. I'm sorry, I'm pausing a lot, but he said something about like, you were just like me. Did you catch that? All right. What did you think?
I really liked it. I like that song.
Yeah.
Symbolized a lot.
Did your idea of what the song was about like change at all throughout it?
Yeah, at first I thought it was about like this girl, but then I realized it was more about like parents, like your mom or dad.
Do you ever feel like we're smothering you?
Yes,
Do you?
absolutely, all the time.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think every kid feels that, you know, at some capacity. I honestly, I didn't. So I did feel like my parents were like smothering me to a degree at times, just leave me alone. Like, why are you always on my back? Like, why are you always nagging me? Why are you always like huffing my shit about something? But what this song is giving to me is more of like an overbearing parent that's not letting them be their self. And that could be like somebody that's like in a religious household where it's like, you have to live by these rules and these morals. And if you don't do this, you're bad. And that's, you know, devil music or whatever. Or it could be somebody that, like I said, like, you know, those helicopter parents, like I was joking before about the whole jiu-jitsu thing. I put him in jiu-jitsu. He hated it. He absolutely hated it. Didn't you?
Yeah. It's not fun.
So when he told me that he hated it, did I force you to go?
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
I mean, honestly, though, when you said that you were sick of it and you didn't want to do it anymore, did I still force you to go or did I tell you? Yeah.
You still forced me to go.
I did force him for a little while because I had to, I'm getting called out on my own reaction channel. I'm just getting blazed. You can flame me in the comments. Worst dad ever. My thing was, we basically said that he had to do some sport. It had to be like soccer or football or something. And it took you a long time before you found anything that you liked. So I, you know, basically had him come to jiu-jitsu with me because it just, I'll be honest, it was easy. It was like, I'm going to class. I can take you, you know, it's just more convenient. But you hadn't found anything that you enjoy doing yet. And you did come to me at one point and said that you didn't want to do jiu-jitsu anymore. And I took you out. I was like, okay, I get it. I remember specifically because I was like, why don't you want to do it? Do you remember what you told me?
No.
Okay. I'll always remember this because I was like, this is a real answer. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that you were just like trying to get out of doing something. And I knew that going to jiu-jitsu or doing some sort of sport was going to be good for you and help you build your character. That's why I wanted you to do it. But he came to me one day. He's like, I just don't want to do it anymore. And I was like, why? I thought he was just going to come up with some BS excuse. And he's like, Dad, it's just gross. Like, you're rolling around with people and they like sweat and it gets on your face. And like the other day I was like rolling with somebody and they like sweated like on my mouth. And I know what that feeling is like. And I love doing jiu-jitsu, but it's freaking disgusting. And I was just like, dude, that's a legitimate reason why you wouldn't want to do this. You know what I mean? It's not just you trying to get out of doing something hard. Like, it is gross. And if you're not into it, then it's just gross. And so when you told me that, I was just like, okay, fine. You don't have to do jiu-jitsu anymore. We'll find something for you. But thankfully he found basketball and, you know, that was your thing for a little while. And now I guess, what are you going to do?
Nothing. Back to
Quit,
nothing.
quit lying. What is your thing now?
I guess just working out, like in the gym.
And tell them what you want to do. You want to get jacked, don't you?
I feel like everybody wants to get jacked.
No, not everybody. People hate working out. Like, most people hate working out. It's not like a normal thing for most people to like want to work out.
I don't know. I feel like this.
I mean, everybody wants to be jacked, but nobody wants to actually do the work to be jacked.
I guess so, yeah.
But regardless, my thing is, I'm just happy that you found something that you enjoy doing. And like, I want to support you in that. I've always wanted to support you in the things that you do. Like, I think that for me growing up, like, I didn't feel like I was smothered by my parents so much. Like, my dad was basically kind of just not there. So it was like the opposite of smothering. There was just no parenting going on. I think my mom was doing her best to handle me because I was an absolute nightmare of a kid when I was your age, like very bad. I keep telling him I'm going to tell him some of the stories, but when I was his age, I had already gone to juvenile jail, prison.
Juvie?
Yes.
Guys, I did not know that at all.
Yeah. I had a rough time. So like, I want to bring it back to this song. I know this is a bit of a rant and a ramble, but music like this is coming from a place of, deep emotion. The lead singer sadly actually took his own life. He struggled with like mental health issues like throughout his lifetime. And that song, I think, was like a lot of his music, I think, was a way of like dealing with that. And so for me, I don't think I had the emotional ability to really like engage with music like this at that time and understand it. I was more kind of like angry and, had my own stuff that I was dealing with and was just processing it in a much different way.
Yeah.
But, I think that's why people love this music so much, is because it speaks to them, because a lot of people who've gone through stuff, who may not have like parents that they feel like they can talk to or friends, it was an outlet for them. And, I didn't understand that at the time, and I didn't give this band, I didn't give Linkin Park the credit. I didn't give Chester like his credit for being a brilliant songwriter. And as I'm listening to this music now, it really makes me realize like how deep a lot of this music is, like how, good the songwriting is, and how it really takes these issues of like, depression or feeling like, smothered by your parents, and is able to put that in a way. And that's why people love it so much. I just didn't get it at the time. So yeah, this was, this kind of fun doing these because we get to have these conversations. It's like a good way to have these conversations. What's that?
A yap sesh.
Exactly. But it brings, that's the thing about music like this. It's not just like surface level music. It's like deep. So it makes you think, at least me, it makes me think. It makes me want to talk about it. There's a lot of pop music that's just like whatever, you party to it, shake your butt or whatever. You know what I mean? That's not this. This is like deep music that deals with emotion and things that people are dealing with. So I enjoyed this. If you like this reaction, you got to let us know in the comments what we should react to next from Linkin Park. He's just beginning his journey into like, 90s rock, 2000s rock. There's a bunch of like old school music that you haven't heard that I want to introduce you to. He's actually going to show me some music. Was it 3 Days Grace?
Yeah, 3 Days Grace.
Yeah, I'd never heard of them. He just put me on to 3 Days Grace. So my son is putting me on to music from my era, believe it or not. It was actually pretty enjoyable. So we're going to dive into some more of that as well. And yeah, I guess I'm going to let some more stories out about my childhood and my wild youth. You are of the age now that I can start having these conversations with you. I told you on the last reaction when you get a little bit older. But yeah, I went to jail when I was 16 for the first time for 3 months.
That's insane.
It is insane. It was not a good time, and I've worked really hard to try and put that in the past. But when I was your age, I was really going through it.
He was wilding.
Yep. So it makes me happy that you are like a good, calm, you're a good kid, man. It's like, I feel like I got so lucky because I was like not a good kid for my parents. And I feel so bad for my mom, all the stuff that I put her through, if I'm being completely honest. So yeah, I guess you got you got a couple, years to go, or you could, put me through the ringer. But so far I've been very fortunate, and I do appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All right. Anything you wanted to tell the folks before we get out of here?
Thanks for watching.
All right. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this, hit it with a like. And if you want to see more of the content, hit it with a sub. It helps us out, helps the channel grow, lets us know that we're on the right track. Like I said before, put some info in the comments, anything that you want to let us know about the group. One of the things that I love is connecting with you and figuring out not why, but like how this music related to you in your life. I know that a lot of this music had a deep like impact in people's lives. I know for me, there was certain like music that I listened to that just like inspired me, that helped me through dark times, that helped me deal with breakups, or helped give me motivation to like just keep on moving or to do things in life. And I'm curious if, this song in particular or any other songs had that impact on you. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. So on that note, we will see you on the next one. Peace.